Alright, I'm going to ask you a very hard question. You may choose to pass if you do not feel comfortable or confident in talking about this.
Minty answers all questions.
And he's asking, what is the plot of Yashahime?
To kill Kirinmaru.
Why?
Because of the whole backstory between Zero, Toga, Rin, and the Shikon Jewel.
Welcome to FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU. I'm Annie, your host, and I'm going to get to the bottom of what the hell did I just watch, aka Yashahime episode 37.
I have a theory. I don't know if it's true, but I have a theory.
So, I'm going to say what I think the plot of Yashahime is, and you tell me if I get anything wrong.
Okay.
So in the beginning, Toa, Setsuna, and Moha, they have the rainbow pearls, and they kind of just fud around. They don't really know what's happening.
Right.
Then Zero takes back the pearls, and it's like, now I'm gonna kill you girls.
Right.
And then Kirinmaru kills Setsuna, so now they have a vendetta against Kirinmaru?
I think, no. They do not have a vendetta against Kirinmaru. That's why Kirinmaru had to steal the Black Pearl to stay in the story.
Okay, now that's another story. How important do you think Kirinmaru and Okuru is to the plot? Because so far, all I've seen is bullshit from that plot.
I think Okuru is important because this has always been a time-traveling story. So his role isn't that far off, but Kirinmaru is definitely not necessary. He's redundant.
Because the reason why I'm so confused about the plot, because in this week's episode, on Saint Nick gave me the most bullshit fight I've ever seen of them kind of just fighting Zero, tugging on her heartstrings, and Zero being like, alright, Riku, I need you to kill me. Goodbye, Rion. I see Riku charging at me with a knife.
I feel like it's a very, old type of drama.
There's a strong theme clearly in this episode of everyone blaming themselves. Like, I should have never let go of your hand. I was too slow. I didn't protect you, Rion. I didn't protect you, Toga.
I didn't own the Black Pearl.
What?
That's Mora's thing. Mora has to have a thing in which she has to blame herself for.
I didn't go in the Black Pearl fast enough. I was just sitting at the Bone Eater well for some reason.
Also, we should have known Jockin did not have the Black Pearl.
I thought Jockin
There was
had
no
it.
way Shishomaru would give Jockin the Black Pearl.
Shishomaru proposed to Jockin with the Black Pearl. I'm sorry. I have my own ships.
Pathetic.
Because I realize right now, Zero is a minor blip in this plot. Her whole thing with Rin could have been written out.
Okay, this is my theory.
Okay.
I think season 2 got better writers, but they had to finish season 1. So I think they are speeding through to finish season 1 to move on to a new plot. I guess I shouldn't say better writers, but I think they got writers that realized that season 1 had a bad plot. Because the way you talk about the manga and how different it is, I just think the kind of realizing that they had to do the manga differently because the plot for season 1 is really bad.
Now, the Yashahime manga is very interesting because I believe they got a close friend of the author of Inuyasha to write and draw the story by herself.
Oh.
So that's why she's taking it and running off with it and not even follow. Because the main difference in the manga is that Toa is the one who doesn't remember Setsuna, and they're kind of coordinating better. Like, Inuyasha sends off Kagome and Rin to protect them against Kirinmaru. Kagome and Rin raises the kids for a while, and then they get attacked, and then Toa gets hurtled to the present without her memories. So Setsuna and Moha ends up on Kaede's doorstep being like, well, I don't know what happened to our moms, but we're here now. And Moroku's like, oh, they're dead, obviously.
So does Moroku raise them?
He has more of a hand at raising them, but it's mostly Kaede.
What happened to Inuyasha and Shishomaru?
They ran off to fight and then disappeared, I believe.
So do you think maybe season 2 wants to be the transition for season 3 to be more like the manga, maybe?
I don't know, because the manga, you have to understand, at the time of this recording, only 3 chapters came out, so it's all exposition. I have no idea what any of the plot is, but it seems like they might have switched out, Shishomaru's role and put Kagome in for a bit.
Man, you think Shishomaru's not going to be in the series, but they always put him in some reason.
Shishomaru has been playing a really weird role in the anime because he's so powerful. You think he would be able to do more. So I would welcome if the manga rolled him out more.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'm gonna follow what Kimimaro says. It's like, why are you gonna just follow whatever he says? Because he has my wife hostage. Why can't you, do something else to free her?
He doesn't have the Yukari no Tachi Kana, which was made by Totosai, who probably could have made one for Shishomaru this entire time. Actually, Totosai doesn't like helping Shishomaru.
Yeah. See, I would welcome if we just start over Yashahime and do Yashahime Brotherhood. Because this episode just point out all the flaws of Yashahime. Yes or no, it's a very pivotal episode of Yashahime. Like, you have to watch this episode in order to get the plot.
I don't know. My feeling was like, this episode just turned everything upside down. Like I said, like, it's ending a lot of the plots, and then it was like it had a 180 from the last episode's feel. Because now Toa was running into Zero's, like, bullshit about her having a horrible life, and it's like, no, what are you talking about?
You're like, I've been suffering this whole time, and you just forgot about me. It's like, hey, Toa, I'm gonna make you feel real good soon. Look at this. This is my cringe compilation. This is me all sad. Look at that. I fell. Are you happy now? And Toa's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy because I never fell into dirt, you piece of shit. You know what? I lived with air conditioner. You lived in a dirty cave. Maybe I did have a better life.
Pros and cons, right?
I mean, can you beat anything with a TV? I mean, sure, Setsuna had that knife slashing at the water. By the way, we agree certain parts of this episode was a clip show, right?
Yes.
Because I was like, what am I watching? I feel like I've seen this before.
I mean, all of season 2 has been kind of weird, in which the pacing is really fast. And I'm telling you, this is just this transitional state.
You think season 3, that's when the shit's gonna hit the fan? That's when Inuyasha, Kagome, and Rin are in play now?
I don't know. It's not gonna work to have 2 generations being the protagonists, because then the previous generation would just do anything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Naruto can't deal with Boruto's problems because Naruto would just wipe everything out.
That reminds me. Up to this point, did we ever need more, huh? No,
She had
right?
the red pearl.
Oh, because she had the red pearl that got taken away very easily. I thought I was going to see Benny Yasha a lot more.
Yeah. Like, that was her thing. You know what? It's hard because whenever a series has 3 kids, one of them gets left out.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand one of them got to get left out. But the clever thing that Naruto did with Sakura is that we wrote her out for a bit. We don't just shoehorn her and tease people like, ooh, maybe she's going to meet her parents. Oh, look at that. You see Inuyasha's foot? Maybe he's coming back. Or maybe he's just going to be like, I smell something. Probably nothing.
Maybe it's Kirinmaru who goes there.
Kirinmaru just goes, hey, can you see a kid with a pinwheel? Fuck you, man.
I mean, okay, now that implies that there's a connection between Toga and Akuru.
We don't know who Akuru is. Maybe Akuru is the time pinwheel man? That's a man, right?
I mean, a demon, but a man.
So what if Toga has anything to do? Also, are we supposed to know who Sakasai is? He's the guy who kills Rion?
I think it's just some bullshit that they kind of wrote themselves into. Maybe they planned it. I don't know.
I thought Sakasai was like a character from the movie or something, so I looked him up and no one.
Actually, no, they are correcting something from season 1 because the prophecy was always a thing. So they had to write this in to explain the prophecy, but it still hasn't paid off because the prophecy still has to be foretold.
Well, how does Sakasai fix the prophecy?
It's like, I don't know, to connect half demons and why... I forgot his name for a bit. Kirinmaru had to, or despises half demons and why he's connected to everything. I don't know, man. Like I said, season 1 had a really shitty plot. Season 2 is gonna, like, just end it. Not fix it, end it. And then season 3, we do something else.
Yeah, because my theory is that we're gonna bring back Rin, Inuyasha, Kagome, and then the 3 girls are gonna go to the modern world because part of the prophecy is still half demons that can transcend time.
Oh, right, there's a meteorite.
Yeah, there's a meteorite. Man, who gives a shit about the meteorite? Inuyasha and Shishomu took care of that. If Inuyasha and Shishomu comes back, we can just take care of it now.
But what, are they gonna go to the modern world?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Also, the princesses already traveled time, so they don't have to go back.
Yeah.
So your theory is stupid.
No. They're gonna go back because you can't explain, like you said, you can't have Inuyasha and Shishomu there for too long because you can just be like, oh, why can't Inuyasha and Shishomu fix it? You gotta write them out of the story.
Yeah, but Inuyasha could come to the modern world and destroy it.
Well, he still doesn't have the bone eater will.
What was Moroha sitting on?
I'm just saying, the Shikan Jewel is inside the bowling. Is the Rainbow Pearls gone?
I would assume so. Not that Zero's dead.
Yeah, I bet the
But they
3
weren't-
girls are just gonna go through the wheel. And then Inuyasha's like, oh, they left me. Okay. I guess it's not called Inuyasha, it's called Yashahime, so I guess only they went to the modern time. Bring me back instant ramen, yo!
Because right now, Kinemaro wants to use the Wheel of Time for fun because he has Mofo.
It kind of implied he's gonna bring back Weon.
You think he wants to go back in time and bring her back to life?
Or something. It implied that being like, I don't know why you're not happy, Weon. Oh well. And Zero's like, it's all started with Weon dying.
Didn't it really all start with a Shikan Jewel being able to tell the future? Which, has that ever been a thing?
I don't know, man. I don't remember a lot from Inuyasha, but I don't remember prophecy at all. But maybe it's because you can only tell the future if you have the whole pearl. Nah, that's stupid. If that was the case, Kikyo would have done that.
Kikyo's not gonna use the Shikan Jewel for evil like that.
Is that evil?
I mean, it's like gambling.
If I had the Chikan Jewel, I'd just use it as a dice. Just like, alright, left or right? Left, I get laid, right? I stay a virgin. Ah, right.
Feels like a magic 8-ball.
So, I mean, like, do you have any hopes for the next episode?
No, I actually had hopes for this episode, but man, it was like an unsatisfying conclusion.
And low animation budget.
Well, okay, I thought the beginning was pretty good. Then after that, they kind of phoned it in. Because they just budget. Weird.
Win's scale was super ugly, right?
Yes.
And then that one thing where we had like almost half a minute of Shishomu zooming in.
Yeah. It just like dragged across the scene. Like shit. Oh, and Toa transforming back to a half demon. I was like, oh, we're just fading now.
I remember earlier in a previous episode, I was like, well, this seems like it was really bullshit. And you're like, what do you expect? It's a filler episode. But this episode, like, I would say a main antagonist died and we couldn't spare $1.
I mean, yeah, this is a very canonical episode. I don't know.
I don't know, but, Shishomu Win shippers rejoice.
Ooh, let's bring back that Shoshomu animation that we do on the YouTube video.
Okay, goodbye.